But Bill told me about an interesting thing he saw on OPB after he first heard me do that song. Will you tell the nice people?
Oh gosh, you have to remind me now.
Biscuits, cornbread. So, the story I heard.
Sprung that one on me.
The story I heard was that there was a special on biscuits in American culture. And so there was a segment on an African-American woman rolling out some biscuits in the South. And she looked at the camera and said, well, you know what they say, you cook cornbread for your husband, but biscuits for your outside man.
Yeah, I mean, it's apparently that's just everybody knows it. You know? So if you get the cornbread and you know that there's biscuits in the oven,
then you have this phenomenon.
Yeah.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind. Trouble in mind. Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. Hey, trouble in mind.
Ain't trouble in mind.
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 Trouble in mind. Trouble in mind. God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. Mary and Martha, Peter and John. Mary and Martha, Peter and John. Mary and Martha, Peter and John. Well, they had troubles all night long. Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
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 God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. Way down in the graveyard, stood and tall. Down in the graveyard, stood and tall. Down in the graveyard, stood and tall. Well, there stood the long rail as well as the short. Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
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 God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. If you get there before I do, if you get there before I do, if you get there before I do, you tell my friends I'm coming to. Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Got trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind.
Trouble in mind. Well, God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. Yeah, God's gonna ease my trouble in mind. Thank you. How are we doing for time? Oh,
Yes.
4:30? Oh, good. Then it's really my pleasure, absolute pleasure, to introduce you to this next friend that I'm going to invite to the stage. And she and I met years ago, and we've been singing for years and years and years, and she's in town for the festival, so it's a real privilege and honor to have this opportunity to sing with Sally Sublette from West Virginia.
Hey.
Yeah.
Where did that spud go?
He's coming back. He's putting his string on. I'll say a little thing about music angels while we're letting him put that string on, shall I? And I feel like I've had a few music angels in my life, and they're human beings that I refer to that made a significant, huge spiritual and cultural impact on me. And the first one that I can really think of was Spud. And I met him when we were both quite younger, and he was so friendly and warm about introducing me to the music, inviting me to parties, standing next to me and going, D, D, D. So I could get on board. And, you know, people like that make a difference. And so it's really great. Is this 30 years almost?
Oh, at least.
Perhaps, Spud, that since I met you, and it's a real pleasure to be able to be playing with him for you now. And this continued for many years. And it's really because of him and him taking me to the Weezer Festival, I don't know, 25 years ago or something, that
Well, I had, you know, music angels too, so for people that took me in.
Well, one night in that first trip there, I had gotten up in the wee hours and took care of business and was going to bed and heard this angelic singing, and I went over and sat in the shadows and listened to this beautiful singing. And in the morning I went over and said, were you singing this song? Would you tape it for me? And I taped a song and moved across the country and had this song in my repertoire. And then I moved back to this coast and went to Weezer again years later. And one day I was sitting in a song circle and singing with some new friends, and that went pretty well. So the next year I visited the same people and we sang more and more. And one moment I was looking at this woman and went, oh my God, it's you. And she had become mythic in my mind, of this angel in the middle of the night, and then so graciously sharing the song in the morning. So here she is in the flesh, Sally Sublette.
And that song that she recorded was "It's a Pleasure to Know You." It was really sweet. So we're going to start off with a sweet one, huh?
Let's do.
All righty.
In the key of A.
So
Are you
hard-
tuned? Well, let's
No, you
give
guys
Spud
go.
a second.
Play this one. Go ahead. Do it.
All right then.